How's it going, guys and gals? Hope everybody's been doing well. I know it's been a while since I've put out a video, but I've had quite a bit going on since December and prior to that too. And then on top of that, I wasn't really sure what kind of content y'all'd like to see from me on Path of Exile. As you know, we'll be starting up the league in about 13 hours. But I wanted to go ahead and put together a really quick video just kind of cover my plan for 317, what I'm going to start with, or what I believe I'm going to start with, and what I'm aiming to do. Okay, so first things first, I planned I plan right now to start with Hierophant and run explosive arrow ballista totems. I'm practicing it, off of the recording, but I'm gonna practice that character before the league actually starts. Right now, of course, I'm on my auto bomber guy, my spell loop guy, which I'm actually gonna try and recreate in the next league because, for as far as I know, there was no actual anything that actually affected this build. So I might go ahead and make this build again. And but early on, I am going to try and run heist. I'm gonna try and collect as much currency as I can within the first day, maybe first 1 to 3 days, using heist, and then I'm going to push on the Atlas to try and get things going there. One thing I did want to cover is I want to show y'all my layout for my Atlas, and so or my Atlas passive tree actually. So if I come over here, turn that off, turn that on. Let's There it is. Okay. So the general idea for me right now that I'm gonna go with is map sustain, Keurig missions, and essences, harvest, and then harbinger, and lastly I'll be looking at the synthesis maps. So my basic plan is to head this way, get a couple of points into the essences. Don't really care too much about this. It might be cool to grab, but those 2 points aren't necessary. Grab these so I can grab area contains an additional essence, because that'll be applied to every map. I'm gonna come up here and I'll grab these nodes. Um, so scouting reports an area drop might be blighted, delirious, otherworldly, and then gaining one extra Keurig mission will be really good. I'll come down here. I'll grab the essences. Um, Again, like I'm gonna focus mainly on essences early on, and so I'll come up here, grab that, come up here, grab this, and then from this point, so this will be last. So from this point, I'm gonna start grabbing the harvest, because around that time, I will hope that I'm getting into like mid tier maps, and so then I'll be running harvest, and so I'll grab this harvest node and harvest, harvest, this harvest node, and then this harvest node, all the way up to this point, because it gives a 1% chance to contain Sacred Grove. So, but all these are 1%. Um, so like grabbing these, that's 3. Grabbing this is 4, and then grabbing these is 1 each. So that's another 3. So that's a 10% chance to have the Grove in there. Once I grab all of the nodes for harvest, I'm going to start grabbing the nodes for harbinger to add more density to my maps. And that'll be my setup for the first 3 days. Now, assuming that I get to the point where I'm doing the bosses and everything by that time, I will use these 30 points. But this is kind of like this is the point that you'll probably hit when you hit T16 maps. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh, I'll also grab the Keurig missions, like I said, this stuff over here, and it's opposite to each other. Um, but yeah, so if you actually look at it, operative scouting report reroll all Keurig Atlas missions, grants missions with rewarding implicit modifiers, which is really good. And then this one over here, comprehensive scouting reports for roll all trick missions, adding additional mission options that can include new outcomes. So to me, I think that's going to be better than going for the map sustain. Though early on, if you'd like, instead of grabbing the Curic, these two ones, you'll grab these right here, shaping mountains and shaping skies. If you think you're going to have issues with map sustain, I don't think there's going to be an issue with map sustain personally. Um, so this is like I said, that's gonna be my layout. I will post the link to this so that way y'all can check it out if y'all want. Um, but this is gonna be my layout for at least the first week, I believe. Maybe a little less than that. It just depends on how quickly I get through the content. Um, the first day I will probably be running heist, maybe up to the third day, depending on how the markets look. I want to make as much currency as possible so that way I can afford to get my Hierophant, Explosive Arrow, Ballistic Totem character good and able to do all the content. And then I also want to save up enough so I can start working on other builds after that point. If there's any builds you would like to see me try to make, please leave a comment, hit that like button, all that good stuff, share it with a friend so they know. But before I go, I want to go back to P.O.E. So let me get back to P.O.E. real quick. And I wanted to open up some chests with you. See, this, yeah. So obviously, like I unlocked some stuff just from watching streams and whatnot, but I got all these chests from the different events and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open them up, see what we get. Meh. Building, that's kind of meh. Siren Cloak, that's pretty cool. Got Siren Flame Dash effect, that's kind of cool. I use Flame Dash pretty often. Another Siren Cloak, kind of meh. Got Deep Water Footprint effect, that's kind of cool. And finally, we got Object in your hideout. Okay, so we didn't get any really good ones. I mean, we got two Siren Cloaks. I don't know if I can do anything with this, but it's pretty cool. We got a cloak now, or we can put our wings on. Got a bunch of different wings now, so that's pretty cool. I did get a whole bunch of portal effects as well during the events. Got the flame dash thing right here, and footsteps right here. So that's kind of cute. Um, but with that said, I just want to say it's been a pleasure making videos for you all, and I hope I can continue to do so. If you have anything that you'd like to see me do, please let me know. But like I said, I'm gonna be grinding heist for the first 1 to 3 days. Then I'm going to work towards other build, or maximizing my first build, and then farming the bosses. If I hit a dead end or feel like the build that I start out with isn't gonna be that great, I will swap over to a different build. I'm gonna try and start doing like some splice videos, just get some some documentation going when I'm playing, and I hope y'all enjoy that. But for now, I'm super excited about the next league. I think a lot of the unique items are gonna be cool. I think some of the unique jewels that they put in um, to allow you to get an extra ascendancy point is gonna be freaking awesome. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm super excited about it. Um, I hope y'all can give me some feedback. Let me know what you want to see. There are quite a few different builds that I want to try, and hope to see you on here. And hope you enjoy the league as much as I do. Till then, though, this is Elder Bo saying over now. One last thing, guys and gals. Sorry to cut into this, but I just wanted to say I apologize for the quality of that video. I did not know it was set so low. I recently started using regular OBS, and I hadn't really messed with it too much as far as recording. I hope that this looks a little bit better, and I will see y'all, as I said, later.